Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we're delving into Improving Your Relationship for Dummies by Paula Hall. This insightful guide is a treasure trove for couples at any stage, whether they're just embarking on their romantic journey or seeking to rekindle the spark in a long-standing connection. Hall, a seasoned psychotherapist and a recognized authority in addressing sexual and romantic issues within relationships, leverages her profound expertise to offer practical strategies for enhancing intimacy, honing communication skills, and tackling relationship challenges head-on. The book is a comprehensive resource for any couple that finds themselves navigating through turbulent times, or simply for those looking to strengthen their bond. With Hall's role as the founder of the Institute for Sex Addiction Training and as head of recovery for the Naked Truth Project, readers are guaranteed advice rooted in professional experience and compassionate understanding. Listeners of this episode will gain a condensed overview of Hall's fundamental approaches to building and sustaining a healthy, fulfilling partnership. Improving Your Relationship for Dummies is the perfect listen for partners in the throes of a rough patch, individuals eager to deepen their relationship communication, or anyone contemplating the idea of commitment. Join us as we explore the pathways to a more rewarding and loving relationship, all within the span of 20 minutes. Improving Your Relationship for Dummies, the hands-on, practical guide for couples. Introduction. Unlock the secrets to relationship success. Picture this. Your relationships are like a diverse garden with lush roses, delicate tulips, and some struggling cacti thirsting for attention. Whether with a partner who gives you butterflies or a co-worker who drives you up the wall, relationships are dynamic, complex, and crucial to our well-being. So, what happens when some of those relationships start withering or haven't even bloomed? This narrative will hand you the essential toolbox to nurture and revive any relationship in your garden. By tapping into proven strategies and insightful suggestions, you're about to embark on a journey that could transform your interactions and connections with the people in your life. Ready to dive into the wisdom that awaits? Let's explore the tantalizing power of sushi in bringing people closer. Understand the tripod of relationship strengths essential for stability, and learn why even a broken boiler in the heart of winter doesn't have the power to frost over a warm, well-maintained connection. Part 1. Discover the trio of strengths at the heart of thriving relationships. Imagine your relationship as a table. To stand firm, it needs at least 3 solid legs. These legs are the strengths any robust relationship should exhibit: compatibility, intimacy, and the oft-overlooked yet crucial day-to-day stability. Compatibility is the stage where everything begins. It's the alignment of your life's compass with that of your partner. Ask yourself, do your core values dance to the same rhythm? Are your life goals traveling parallel paths? Compatibility isn't just about enjoying the same movies or hobbies. It digs deeper into the very bedrock of your aspirations and convictions. Remember, while interests may evolve, the essence of who you are often remains unchanged, shaping the resilient foundation of compatibility. Next, we wade into the waters of intimacy, a multi-layered ocean where your connection flourishes. Intimacy isn't a prize that appears at the end of a scavenger hunt. It's a garden that needs tending. It manifests in 3 distinct forms: emotional intimacy, where feelings flutter freely; intellectual intimacy, the meeting of minds; and physical intimacy, the language of touch and closeness. Each form is vital, and while it's rare to find a couple that scores perfectly across the board, acknowledging and nurturing the least developed intimacy forms can yield miraculous growth. The final pillar is day-to-day stability, the rhythm of your daily dance. It's the assurance that amidst the ebb and flow of life, peaceful coexistence remains non-negotiable. A relationship must be more than just wild passion. It's the quiet strength of serene, everyday interactions that truly fortifies the bond. Daily tension undermines the strongest of compatibilities and intimacies, underscoring the significance of cultivating tranquility in the seemingly mundane moments of togetherness. Together, these three strengths, compatibility, intimacy, and day to day stability, form the indestructible tripod upon which a loving, lasting relationship proudly stands. Recognizing and reinforcing these areas can lead your relationship down the path of enduring harmony and contentment. Part 2. Boost your self worth to breathe new life into your relationships. Self love is far from a selfish pursuit. In fact, when you cherish and respect yourself, it lights a beacon for others to follow, especially those with whom you're in a relationship. The mirror of self esteem not only reflects your image, but also casts a light on your romantic connections. Picture a scenario where your self love dims. Shadows creep into the corners of your relationship, often manifesting as jealousy, emotional dependence, or an undermining sense of unworthiness. Yes, low self esteem is more than just a personal adversary, it's a silent saboteur of the bonds you hold dear. One of the poignant truths about self esteem is that it is often a relic of experiences gone by. Maybe a stormy childhood, the sting of betrayal, or current struggles have chipped away at your confidence. Recognizing these sources is key, but more crucial is understanding that today's reflection is not set in stone. You are the artist and can paint your self portrait with the colors of self compassion and strength. So, when the shadows of doubt loom, here's a torch to light your way back to confidence. Start by releasing the chains of the past. It's a heavy burden that serves no purpose in your present journey. The scars left by loved ones or mentors gone awry need not be a sentence for future pain. Let this be the first layer of your old self that you shed. And when overarching negatives seem to paint every scenario in shades of gray, remember that each person, each day, is a fresh canvas. The critical boss of yesteryear is not the puppeteer of today's possibilities. Strive to separate incidents from identity. Mistakes are but fleeting clouds, passing through the sky of your worth, never defining its expanse. In short, by nurturing your self-esteem, you're not just tending to your inner garden, but you're also tilling fertile ground for your relationships to flourish. Embrace the love for yourself and watch as it ripples outwards, touching those you hold close with renewed warmth and harmony. Part 3. Embrace the uniqueness in your relationship to foster growth and excitement. In the lattice of love, uniformity is not a requisite. It's the incredible mosaic of differences that weaves the true beauty of a relationship. Accepting that you and your significant other are akin to two distinct stars in the same constellation is a cornerstone for relational health. Take, for instance, the day-to-day behaviors, the organizational quirks, shopping habits, or even culinary preferences. Each of you has a personal script for these acts. Recollect the moments where you've nudged, or perhaps even pushed, to rewrite your partner's script. It's a common stage play in the theater of love, is it not? Then there's the tapestry of emotions. Each of us crafts our emotional expressions with unique threads, a tapestry not easily replicated. There is a certain beauty in this emotional diversity, even if it brings moments of misunderstanding. When your partner doesn't mirror your joy or ire, it's not a cue for alarm, but an invitation for deeper understanding. Let's also consider the tapestry of tastes, from food to friends, from music to moments of intimacy. Our palates differ, sometimes subtly, sometimes starkly. But instead of striving for synchronicity, imagine the possibility of embracing these differences as treasures to be explored. The unfamiliar is not a threat, but a thrilling invitation to new experiences. Have you ever considered that what sets you and your partner apart could be the very thing that leads to a path of personal evolution? Have they steered you to sample the delights of unexplored cuisines like sushi, or guided you to tunes and tales from genres previously unnoticed? Rather than resisting, raise the sail of curiosity and ride the winds of difference. Approach each unique trait of your partner with a questing heart. Inquire, learn, and let these differences be the seeds from which new growth sprouts in your relationship, both as individuals and as a united pair. Remember, it's not about changing the core essence of your significant other, but about dancing in the diverse rhythms of each other's existence, creating a relationship that's ever dynamic and filled with the zest of discovery and mutual growth. Part 4. Quality time is the glue that keeps relationships strong. Don't let busyness weaken the bond. When love first blossoms, the world seems to revolve around you and your partner. Every moment is a treasure waiting to be discovered. But as the rush of new love gradually settles into the routine of everyday life, time spent together can easily slip down the list of priorities. This shift, though seemingly innocuous, carries with it a perilous edge. The health of your relationship hinges on the moments you share. Those are what bind you together amidst life's flurry. To neglect them for the pressing beats of the urgent is to risk the vitality of your connection. Imagine the flurry of life's demands as a relentless current. Urgent tasks, like a failing heater in the depths of winter or a tax return teetering on the edge of its deadline, are like rapids, demanding you navigate them with swift precision. Yet, it's the important, not necessarily urgent things, like nurturing the love you share, that create the enduring currents shaping the landscape of your life. It is essential, then, to keep a discerning eye on your values, on what truly matters, lest the urgent drowns them out. Engaging in quality time is the practice of anchoring yourselves firmly in the present, pushing aside the barrage of external thoughts and focusing fully on each other. It's active listening, it's embracing your togetherness, it's being truly there, heart and mind, in every shared second. The secret is to be intentional in carving out these moments. Overwhelmed by meetings or deadlines? Schedule date nights as you would an important meeting. Inscribe them into your calendar. By doing so, you transform quality time from a forgotten wish into a planned reality. Remember, the strength of your relationship is measured not by the hours at hand, but by the quality of time you choose to fill those hours with. Prioritizing this unique form of togetherness can make the difference between a love that wanes under the weight of neglect and one that deepens with the gift of each other's dedicated presence. Part 5. Reignite passion by tapping into the power of love's natural chemistry. The rapture of a fresh romance is like a symphony for the senses, a tune orchestrated by the wondrous concert of chemicals coursing through our veins. The thrill of a new love sends dopamine levels soaring, delivering those addictive shots of pleasure. Serotonin takes a dip, stirring up a whirlwind of giddy nerves. And then there's phenylethylamine, or PER, your body's very own love molecule singing its siren song. These chemical blessings are ephemeral, and their waning can dim the fireworks of early passion. But fear not, you possess the alchemy to stoke your love's biochemical furnace and fan the dying embers back into a blaze. No, you cannot sprinkle PEA on your morning omelette, nor can you swig dopamine with your latte. Yet you can, through more natural, delightful means, coax these love elixirs to flow once again. Your diet, for instance, can be your first potion. Summon more dopamine with a feast fit for Aphrodite, laden with protein-packed meats and fishes, or nibble on tyrosine-rich snacks like almonds, avocados, and the humble banana, which can both elevate your mood and dopamine levels. Don't forget to bask in the embrace of the sun, for its golden rays are spun with threads of dopamine. The drumbeat of an accelerated heartbeat, whether achieved through the daring leaps of skydiving, the steadfast ascent of rock climbing, or the calculated risk of a poker game, can also coax the dopamine to dance once more. And when the high-octane adventures wane, savor the sweetness of chocolate, let romance films whisk you away, or get lost in the pages of a love story. These heart-fluttering experiences are the lullabies that whisper to your P levels to rise. By unlocking the treasure trove of love's chemical magic, you can experience the exhilaration of early romance anew. Together with your partner, forge a bond that not only endures but thrills with every shared moment of joy and adventure. Part 6. Keep the flame alive. Why a vibrant sex life benefits your relationship. In the honeymoon phase, lovers often find themselves in a whirlwind of desire, seemingly unable to resist the magnetic pull towards one another. This intoxicating rush is a hallmark of new love. But as relationships mature, maintaining that sexual spark requires conscious effort and creativity. Acknowledging the vitality of a fulfilling sex life is paramount. It's not just a pillar of intimacy, but also a formidable force for physical and emotional well-being. Engaging in regular sexual activity ushers in a cascade of biochemical reinforcements, arming partners against the rigors of stress and discomfort. The benefits are far-ranging, from combating depression and anxiety to beefing up the immune system, down to the rejuvenating effects it has on your appearance. But beyond the individual perks, the true magic of sex lies in its ability to draw you and your partner into a deeper, more profound connection. Your body becomes a symphony orchestra when you make love, releasing oxytocin, the famed cuddle hormone, which weaves a feeling of closeness and affection. Furthermore, particularly in men, the hormone vasopressin plays its tune, fostering a sense of commitment and loyalty after sexual encounters. Yet, even the most harmonious symphony can occasionally fall out of tune. Should you sense your sex life waning, approach the subject with your partner from a place of empathy and open-hearted dialogue. Remember, communication is a delicate art. Words have the power to heal or to hurt. Entering the conversation with a constructive mindset rather than a critical one can make all the difference. Propose exciting ideas and express enthusiasm about elevating your sexual journey together. Avoid negative commentary that might imply inadequacy. Instead, frame your discussions around the theme: how can we make our good thing even better? By cultivating a safe space for open, positive communication and innovating within your intimate life, you can transform a flickering flame into a steadfast beacon, illuminating your relationship with warmth, passion, and a renewed sense of togetherness. Part 7. Active listening, the key to unlocking meaningful communication in your relationship. Misunderstandings and missteps in conversation are natural. After all, we are only human. But when these lapses become habitual, they can form a wall, stifling the growth and connection in your relationship. Recognizing and overcoming these frequent communication blunders is a critical step toward ensuring that conversations with your partner are bridges rather than barriers. Consider this. When your partner pours their heart out about a problem, resist the reflex to play the hero. Solutions can wait. In these moments, your role is not to fix, but to empathize, to show that you value their feelings above all. Hasty problem-solving can come off as dismissive, as if you're eager to file away their concerns and move on. Competition, too, can rear its head in the guise of empathy. It might be tempting to match your partner's troubles with a tale of your own past woes, a storytelling showdown. But hold your horses. Communication that enriches your relationship isn't about scoring points. It's rooted in the art of listening. And then there's the infamous silent treatment. Silence, ostensible though it may be, sends volumes of messages. By disengaging, you're closing the gates, not just on the conversation, but on the opportunity for connection. It is a passive-aggressive signal that sparks nothing but frustration and distance. The cornerstone for overcoming these hurdles is active listening. This type of listening is an intentional, full-hearted effort to engage with and understand your partner. It means being present, both mind and body attuned to the here and now. Begin by aligning your body language with your intent to listen. Nod, maintain eye contact, hum in acknowledgement at key sentences. When a moment is ripe with significance, make it a point to clarify, a technique that reveals your investment in the conversation. A validating. You're looking for more emotional support. Is it because this week has been particularly rough at work? Can be a soothing balm, reaffirming your partner's importance. Cultivating the skill of active listening is a journey. It's about fostering an environment where each partner feels heard and understood. By turning the tide from passive or combative listening to active engagement, you forge a pathway for a deeper, more meaningful connection, one conversation at a time. Part 8. Navigating disagreements with tact and timing can strengthen your relationship. Every relationship dances to the tunes of disagreement from time to time. After all, it is through the fusion of different views that harmony is often found. Yet, mastering the delicate ballet of dispute is about the with, where, and how. Get these right, and even disagreements can blossom into moments of mutual growth. Consider timing your maestro, capable of orchestrating a calm exchange or escalating tensions. An impromptu debate over touchy subjects amidst the sights and sounds of a crowded bus is a recipe for a very public disaster. Before ushering in the talk, pause. Weigh in on external stressors, be it the looming deadlines at work, your partner's tumultuous hormonal tides, or the tightrope walk of a busy schedule, and choose a moment where both of you can engage without these pressures. Once you've pinpointed the perfect time to broach the subject, it's time to assess your approach. Dialogue, not monologue, is the preferred genre, but preparing for this performance might mean first rehearsing with a confidant. A friend can offer perspective and help you sift through your emotions, ensuring that when the stage is set, you come forth with clarity and poise. Self-reflection is also paramount. Are you truly open to hearing your partner's views? Will you consider changing your tune if it harmonizes your duet? Stepping into your partner's shoes might not always be a snug fit, but it's an endeavor worth attempting. Lastly, let's talk about the opening act. Resist the urge to veil your true intentions beneath layers of tangential issues. Straightforwardness is key. Starting off with unrelated topics in hopes of segueing into the main dilemma is often perceived as sly and can set your partner's defenses ablaze. Remember, it's not the disagreements themselves that define your relationship's strength, but how you dance through them. By approaching with the right timing, reflective preparation, and sincere intent, even the thorniest of disagreements can be navigated with grace, steering your relationship towards ever more resilient shores. Part 9. Finding healing and clarity in the aftermath of an affair requires time, support, and self-reflection. The revelation of a partner's infidelity is akin to an emotional earthquake, shaking the very foundations of trust and companionship that a relationship is built upon. Indeed, the path to recovery is steep, and not all relationships manage to traverse it. When the shockwave hits, your instinctive emotions threaten to overflow: anger, betrayal, and profound sadness. It's during this tempestuous time that you should turn to your trusted inner circle of friends or family, anchors who can keep you steady as you ride out the initial storm. Take caution in approaching your partner during this maelstrom of feelings. In the heat of discovery, when every word is molten with emotion, conversations are prone to causing more harm than healing. A breath, a pause, a brief separation might be the salve needed to prevent words from turning into weapons of regret. Think of an affair not just as a breach of trust, but as a beacon, alerting you to deep-seated issues within your relationship. Approach it not with fingers pointed in accusation, but with a lens seeking to unearth what lies beneath. It takes two to tango in a relationship, and the dance of accountability must be shared. If you find yourself on the receiving end of such news, introspection can be enlightening. Reflect upon the relationship's dynamics. Could there have been spaces of neglect or unfulfilled needs? Even a glance at your own relationship history, where you may have been the one stepping out, can offer perspective. What drove you then? On the flip side, if you've strayed, examine the crevices in your commitment. What is missing? Why is the thrill of the forbidden so enticing? Identifying and voicing these hidden longings is a critical step in healing and fortifying your relationship. In short, an affair is a crossroads. it confronts you with a choice: to sweep it aside, leaving the fissures to widen, or to delve into the roots, understanding what led to this juncture, and working together to knit a tighter, stronger fabric of trust. The journey may be long, but with mutual dedication, support, and self-awareness, the road to recovery can lead to a relationship renewed with honesty and resilience. Final summary. Every relationship is a journey with its peaks and valleys, its sunlit moments and shadowed turns. Not a single one is without its quirks and challenges, making the true essence of a relationship not in its perfection, but in its growth, adaptation, and strength in the face of adversity. Communication, intimacy, and a harmonious management of differences are the cornerstones upon which enduring love is built. Embracing each other's individuality, fostering deep connections, both emotional and physical, and tending to the delicate art of conversation are the tools that smooth out the rough edges. Keep your heart and mind open to your partner's perspective and be willing to evolve together. The path might be strewn with obstacles, sometimes as heart-wrenching as infidelity, but facing these challenges head-on as a united front affirms the resilience and dedication at the heart of your bond. It is true, a relationship craves effort, patience, and unwavering commitment, but the reward is a tapestry of shared memories, a sanctuary of mutual respect, and a love that deepens with every hurdle crossed. So remember, amid the labor lies the treasure, an affinity that with nurturing stands the test of time. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.